Hey everyone, it's Mr. Dobe here, and I'm here to talk to you about how to access conferences in each one of your classrooms on Schoology. Now, we are not going to be using Zoom in all of our classes. I think the majority of teachers are going to be using conferences instead of Zoom meetings. So I'm going to show you how to get to those and how to access old conferences as well. Now, I'm not going to show you how to do stuff within the conference itself. That's going to be a separate video or it'll be separate instruction. But this is just how to get there. That's the most important thing to know. So the first thing you know is your schedule and to know what time your class periods start. If you are a first period student, your class will start at 8:15. So we're going to pretend that we're a first period student and our class starts at 8:15. Keep in mind, all classes are 35 minutes with a 10-minute break in between. So my first period class is game design. So I'm going to click on game design, and this will look a little different for you because I'm an instructor. So I'm going to have a lot more things going on my screen maybe. So it should look similar to this though. So I'm going to click on game design. Now that we're at this screen, this should look relatively similar to what yours will look like too. And for me on my page, I'm sure other teachers are going to be doing the same thing. I have folders separating each of the topics I'm going to have. And I'm also going to include what stuff's going to be graded on the folder name, and all the contents are inside. Now the stuff that you need to pay attention to for this particular video is on the left-hand side here. Stuff on the right-hand side is going to be your assignments that are due, but again, don't worry about that for this particular video right now because we just want to focus on the conferences. So if you scroll down here, you can see several items down. There's a conferences button. So you click on conferences, and then you will see this page where it says active or completed conferences. Now in this case, there is no active conference. There's nothing going on. I haven't started one as a teacher, and you would not see one if the teacher hadn't started one. The important thing to know is if you ever miss a conference, which to put it in different terms, it's basically your class where the teacher will talk to you and instruct and give out the assignments and whatnot. If you miss something like that, or you want to go back and hear it again, you can click on this completed tab. And as you can see here, I have this test one I ran a little bit earlier. Now right there, it says no recordings found, but soon it will say that 7 days, it'll be saved for 7 days. So at that point, you can start viewing the video. It'll give you an option to view it over here and click play, and it'll replay the entire recording from the class that day. That is definitely something you want to keep in mind and make sure you know how to get to the completed. So you go to the left side, go to conferences, and then you would click on completed to look at the ones that have already occurred. Now for the ones that are active, they'll show up right here. So I'll show you when I create a conference as a teacher, what that looks like. So for me, for example, let's say my lesson for the day is on favorite video games. And we're just doing like a little icebreaker. Okay, so I'll do a start time. The day is September 3rd. My class period starts at 8:15, and I'll hit create. So whenever you get to the screen, it won't say start conference, obviously, because it will already be in session, and I'm the one who's starting the conference. So I'm going to click on start conference. Now, if I go back to the screen, this is what you will see. You will see something like this. You'll see the start time, 9/3/2020, 8:15, and it's in progress right now. You would hit over here, would say join conference, and that's where you would join it. Now under the completed, it will not tell you the date here like it does over here, but it will tell you the start and end time. So sometimes teachers may have the date listed here if you want to refer to it into the completed tab. And that is how you access conferences. This is a very useful tool for you guys to know how to use because this is how all the teachers will be interacting with you for the most part. Some might use Zoom. I would make sure that they are not using Zoom meetings before you just bank on them using conferences, but this is a really good thing for us to use because one, it's all in one place and easy to find, and two, you can easily access ones that you miss, or if you need to hear something again without, having to message the teacher directly, you can actually go right here and review the conference that you missed. So just as one quick refresher, left-hand side, go down to conferences near the bottom. You click on that, you'll get to a page like this. You'll see a conference is in progress. Instead of end conference there, it'll just say join. You would click join conference, and it will take you to the conference, which looks just like this. And there will be instructions on how to work with the conference. But just as a quick, just for some quick information, make sure you join with the microphone. You hit allow. It'll do a quick echo test, which we'll see in a second here, as soon as it loads. Yep, there you go. You hit yes. Okay, so I'm in the conference right now as myself though. you will not have all these features, but to mute and unmute yourself, it'll be at the bottom where it says mute right down here. You can share a webcam right down there, which is turning off and on your webcam. And those are the basics that you're going to need to know in terms of like what buttons you push as a student. And then over here is where you can chat with your teacher. So there's just a few basic things that you'll need to know just as the student. But again, the most important thing, I'll click over here and then click on end meeting. For you, it would say leave meeting. For me, it says end meeting because I'm the one who's running the conference. It'll take you back here. So again, that's the most important thing, is how to get to those conferences. If you have any questions about how to do any of that more specifically, or if you have any questions about this in general that relates to this video, don't be afraid to reach out to me or any of the administration and administrative staff if you have any questions. So have a good day, everybody.